As Ripple gets ready to fight Sachs's request for a heavy fine, emotions rise. With only 48 hours to go until Ripple's opposition brief, people are getting more excited about a possible market-shifting pump. As the legal fight heats up, the CEO of Ripple doesn't hold back and says, "The Sachs sucks, LOL, watch this space to see how the major fight in the crypto world ends. Don't forget to like, share, and follow." Now, let's begin. First, we'll talk about the news about the Ripple vs. As of April 21st, the Sachs case and the events of April 22nd, 23, and 24, and May 20th. This week, Ripple is getting ready to file its opposition brief, which is a very important step in the legal fight between it and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. This paper will talk about the Sachs remedies, which asked Ripple to pay a fine of almost $2 billion. In the first statement, the Sachs said that Ripple broke Section 5 of the Securities Act of 1933 by selling XRP without being registered, its own coin and sales to institutions. Even though the court said in 2023 that sales of XRP to individuals were not securities offerings, the Sachs can't go after Ripple for sales of XRP to institutions. As a result, the Sachs asked for a final judgment against Ripple, which would include disgorgement of 876,380 million won, prejudgment interest of 198 million won, and a civil penalty. A lot more than $876 million, it costs almost $2 billion, or 1.940 billion naira, to defend Ripple leaders against these accusations, mainly because there are no claims of fraud and there are valid contracts for selling XRP. Late in March, a settlement meeting failed to end the dispute. This made Ripple's chief legal officer angry at the Sachs approach, especially since they were involved in 8 other big cryptocurrency cases. The counterargument from Ripple. Ripple is supposed to send in a shorter version of its opposition brief, along with evidence to back it up on April 22nd. It's possible that this document will talk about Sachs's claims of unfair punishments and his demand for a huge refund. Ripple could argue against Sachs's request for an extremely high fine by pointing out that there isn't enough proof to support such a large amount. Ripple could also point to the court case Sachs vs. Govell, which said that buyers can't be forced to pay back money they lost when they bought something. The Sachs says that institutional investors lost $480 million. Ripple is expected to fight this claim. A public cut-down form of Ripple's opposition brief will be filed on April 24th, after both sides meet on April 23rd. In this paper, Ripple may also talk about the specifics of programmatic and secondary market sales. The Sachs has until May 6th to send in its reply brief, which is expected to be kept secret. Letters of motion and opposition can be sent by both parties and third parties until May 20th about the sealing of certain information in the filings. The next few weeks will be very important for the Ripple vs. Sachs lawsuit. The context of Ripple's opposition brief and Sachs's response will likely change the course of the case and could have an effect on the XRP market. Neither side is willing to give up hope that the case will go all the way to the Supreme Court. Ripple's current court case. Since the end of 2020, the Ripple case has not yet come to an end. It is very important for the cryptocurrency business. The Sachs is trying to use the Howey test in a broad way to say that all altcoins are securities, but so far they haven't been fully successful. Updates on the Ripple case. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple are still suing each other, and the court has set new times for legal briefings. These changes were made public last month by lawyer James K. Phelan was an important turning point. Sachs had until March 22nd to send in its opening brief, which it has now done. The regulatory group wants Ripple to pay a $2 billion fine, which is different from the $4.3 billion settlement with Binance. Now, Ripple will say what it doesn't agree with on Monday, April 22nd. When will the Ripple case be over? In July 2023, Judge Annalisa Torres said that sales to individual customers through these are not securities, they are sales by institutions for considered investment contracts. This quick ruling made the price of XRP coin go up a lot in July. The case is taking too long, which is annoying, and the price of XRP coins hasn't hit their peak in the autumn. Because there are more of them in circulation while the lawsuit is going on, it doesn't look like the price will hit the high point of the fall again, even if the case is over. This means that new picks won't be in high demand. When does the Ripple case end? Experts say that 2026 is the end of the case because it is not clear what the appeals processes will cover. While it is still the case that trades on the secondary market are not securities, XRP coins should not be marked as a security. Even though business sales might be able to be seen as investment contracts, it is clear that a summary judgment is in Ripple's favor. To sum up, XRP coin is not a security, and if the appeals process doesn't totally change this, Ripple will have won the battle for the most part. No matter how hopeful you are, though, all of this will take months. Ripple's battle with the law in the US, changes in predictions for key cases. Because of this, Ripple has been actively fighting the charges from the US Securities and Exchange Commission, which have big effects on the cryptocurrency business. Changes in the law and the SEC's position. A very important move has happened recently in the case between Ripple and the SEC. The court has changed the times of the briefings for lawyers, an important step in the case. According to these updates, the SEC turned in its opening brief by the due date in late March. The commission is asking for a big fine against Ripple, reportedly around $2 billion, which may have been affected by the recent big settlement with Binance. Changes to the prices of Ripple and XRP. In July 2023, Judge Lisa Torres gave a partial ruling that said selling and exchanging XRP with regular people is not the same as buying securities. But even so, deals to institutions might still be considered investment contracts. The ruling caused XRP prices to go up, but they didn't reach all-time highs in the fall. This was mostly because there were more coins on the market and the case is still being litigated. Because there could be appeals that would push back the deadline, most people think the case will end in 2026. XRP prices could go up or down depending on how the market reacts to Ripple's future court cases. If the court's decision to support non-security explanation of XRP stands, it might help Ripple standing in the market. Things to think about. The SEC's broad use of the Howey test could set an example for other coins, and the final decision in Ripple's favor could change the way cryptocurrencies are regulated in the US in a big way. A court case that is still going on and its result will probably have long-lasting effects on the value of XRP and how investors feel about it. As Ripple fights these legal challenges, people are still interested in what the result will mean for the cryptocurrency market as a whole, since it will affect more than just Ripple and its users, but could also make things much harder to understand when it comes to digital goods in the US. Right now, the price is between 53 and 54 cents, and the market is slowly improving. At the same time, the trading volume of XRP is going down, which could mean that the price will keep going up after that. If the trading volume is going down and the price keeps going up, the price of XRP could go through another big pump. On the weekly chart, the trade volume is still going down from $8 billion after the huge drop. The price stayed the same for a long time at 48.50 cents, where it was slowly going down. As soon as we started to rise again after the drop, the price kept going up, but the number of trades kept going down. In other words, the price will go up soon. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. See you in the next one, and have a nice day.